Alright, hey everybody, Spoon Personality here, and just doing a bit of a rundown on my process through the first commission we got on Instagram very recently. This picture is up on my Instagram, so you can check that out. Bit of a spoiler for this video, I guess. Those lines you saw at the beginning, that was me figuring out the composition of the piece. I like triangles. Triangles are very helpful. It makes everything sort of visually come to a head and come to a point. So lines leading to the focal point are always good. Focal point being the character's face most of the time. Unless it's like an action shot and you're supposed to be looking at where their fist is going or something. Which I would love to do an action shot. If you want to commission an action shot, I'm your guy, alright? So this is a D&D character, which is something I specifically said I would do in my commission post. This is a water genasi, 5e. Well, I don't know if that matters, but yeah, 5e water genasi. And customer was very excited for me to finish this, and even more excited when I finished it. So it's always a very good feeling when someone's happy about what you do. And well, here you can see that I've messed up a little bit. One of the eyes is higher than the other, which some people's faces are like that. Mine, for example, is like that, which is probably where the confusion came from. But if you're ever worried about if I'll fix something, that's something a lot of people get anxiety from in these speed draws. They see that something's a little remiss. So if you notice that I haven't fixed something yet, don't worry. I'll probably go back and fix it. And if I haven't, you can you can tell me in the comments down below, and I'll worry about it for a long time. But no, it's usually the most unnoticeable things. Anyway, getting off on a tangent again. Just going in, really, I try to do confident lines. That was something I struggled with earlier as an artist, was how confident my lines looked. And so you'll see me have a lot of tries, a lot of undos, until I get that perfect line that looks like it was done in one try, because it's just it's very smooth. That's what I like about digital art, is that you can be very confident in your lines and have infinite undo. And you'll see here that I was drawing on the wrong layer, the harpoon, and so I go back and fix that. And making the lines that are away from the light darker, or the lines that are in the shadow darker, or thicker, so they look darker. And figuring out how to do that belt. Something I had to look up references for, because it's always good to look up references for mechanisms, even if they're small things like belts, because you often forget how belts work, right? Or at least I do. There we go. Adding a little bit of shading in the lines. And a few final details here. There, I had some. Oh yeah, the lines of the bandages, the creases. Going up, adding some lace, adding some more texture to the hair. Just really figuring out all the fine details. And a bit of style. Oh, and tell me down in the comments if you want to see more of this kind of stuff. It's very fun to do, but it might not be fun to watch, unless you're trying to relax I don't know if my voice is relaxing. Who knows? I guess you tell me in the comments if my voice is relaxing. God, I'm saying a lot. Anyways, so I'm just figuring out the shadow here, really blocking it out very roughly, figuring out the details in the face here, and tapering off the shadow for the harpoon, and do that in the face as well. Just tapering off the shadow that's away from the light, and fixing up that shadow there very roughly, and you'll see that I forget about it a little bit because sometimes I get a little scatterbrained on making my art, but that's just how I work, you know? And sometimes it's good to be scatterbrained, because then your brain's going a mile a minute, so you're thinking of quite literally everything that you could be doing to make your piece look better. Just doing the coloring. Customer asked for salted hair. I have salted hair, but you'll see me struggle a bit to draw it, even though I've drawn it before. The Instagram mascot we use has salted hair, just like me. Black salted hair, and his skin is blue. It's kind of funny how this character matches my mascot tin. Oh, minus the purple, I guess. Doing the eyebrows, doing the eyes. I think the best part, or my favorite part about this guy was his piercing yellow eyes there. And you'll see I actually erased the shadow around the eyes to make them look like they're glowing, which I thought was really cool. And so did the customer, so it all worked out. Coloring in the bandages, and you'll see, because they're in shadow, they'll need a lot of touch-up work to make them look dark enough. Make the brown jacket. I actually made it sort of more yellow tinted to match the eyes and the bandages. It's all about sort of cheating colors into colors that aren't those colors, if that makes any sense. So sort of cheating yellow, feigning yellow into the browns a little bit. Feigning, I don't know if feigning is a good word, but there's some bronze too, so that's sort of yellow tinted as well. And I didn't want to make it gold because I didn't feel like it fit the character, and the customer agreed on that. So you'll see. I like conversing back and forth a lot with my customers, and you, if you decide to commission me. I like to say we'll always figure it out until you're satisfied. It's sort of the slogan. So we're always going to be in talks, sort of figuring out what you want from the piece, and well, hopefully you'll tell me that right away. But some people just don't know what they want from the piece, and so you have to sort of figure it out with them. And sometimes that's the most fun. So here, a bit of a squiggly line there, I don't know why. And then I go back in and sort of deepen the shadows of the face first, because the face is the most important in this piece, again. So definitely deepening the shadows around there, around the eyes, and making his tear ducts blue, because his skin is blue, and I figured everything else would be blue, so his tear ducts are blue. And so are his gums. His gums are a darker blue, or a more saturated blue, because, you know. Well, I guess that's my only defense of that thinking. Sort of just blocking in some texture into the face too, with some pinkish flesh color around the nose, but very, very diluted, very desaturated. So it's barely noticeable, but you notice it subconsciously, I guess. It sort of, for lack of a better word, fleshes the flesh out, I guess. What am I doing here? I'm taking a break? Okay, I'm back. Figuring out the salted hair. Yay. And then, I was looking up what salted hair looked like. I remember now. So, sort of, what is that phrase? Flying by the seat of your pants, as it were. Just figuring out how to do salted hair. Just figured a gradient would work really well for the character, and it did. In the hair, gradients tend to work pretty well for hair. And it's always nice to face it in the direction of the lighting, because then it's like, the hair changes color in the light. So. Come on, do something. Okay, deepening the shadows in the bandages, deepening shadows on the forehead, around the hair, around the eyes, the brow bone. He's got a big Neanderthal brow. I have that too. That's when I realized that he would look good, really good in a sort of a turquoise coat. But the customer asked for brown, so needed to make it brown, I guess. The belt there, or the harness for the harpoon, I decided to make sort of dark turquoise, which is actually the customer's favorite color, which I thought was interesting. Making the belt part of that harness shine quite a bit more because it's in the direct light. Adding some rust to the harpoon, which was actually in the notes for this commission, and darkening up that belt so it's not distracting from this guy's face. Putting in a little bit of shadow here, simple background. Even though the customer didn't ask for a background, I felt that they did ask for a background, yeah. But they didn't have to pay anymore because it was just a very, very simple night sky sort of thing. So, just fiddling around here with dark clouds and sort of grayish green, stormy skies. Sort of my favorite look there. And a bit more tweaking. You'll see that I made the bandages darker, much darker, because they're in shadow, obviously. And sort of looked like he was turtling his neck. But there's the final product. And so the customer's happy, and I'm sure if you commission me, they'll get what you paid for. That's how it works, baby. All right, I'm tired. I'll see you in the next commission. Video will probably be up soon. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for the support. Comment, like if you like it, subscribe to see more. All the normal YouTube stuff. Okay, bye.